Welcome to an in-depth look at Linux kernel module injection, a sophisticated technique used by attackers to gain deep control over a system. The Linux kernel is the core of the operating system, managing hardware and software resources. Kernel modules are pieces of code that can be loaded and unloaded into the kernel on demand, extending its functionality without rebooting. Legitimate uses include adding support for new hardware, file systems, or network protocols. The insmod command is commonly used to insert a module into the running kernel, while remod removes it. Attackers exploit this dynamic loading capability to inject malicious code directly into the kernel space. This allows them to operate with the highest possible privileges, completely bypassing user space security mechanisms. The process often begins with an initial compromise, gaining user-level access to the target system. Once inside, the attacker compiles a custom malicious kernel module, often designed as a rootkit. This module can hide processes, files, and network connections, making detection extremely difficult. The attacker then uses elevated privileges to load this malicious module into the kernel, typically using insmod or a custom loader. Upon successful injection, the malicious module can intercept system calls, modify kernel data structures, and execute arbitrary code. This grants the attacker complete control over the system, allowing for persistent access and covert operations. They can steal sensitive data, install backdoors, or even turn the compromised system into a botnet member. Detecting kernel module injection is challenging because the malicious code operates at the lowest level of the operating system. Traditional antivirus software, which primarily scans user space applications, often fails to detect these kernel-level threats. Specialized tools and techniques, such as kernel integrity monitoring and memory forensics, are required for effective detection. Prevention strategies include implementing secure boot, which verifies the integrity of the kernel and modules during startup. Enforcing kernel module signing ensures that only modules signed by a trusted authority can be loaded. Regularly patching and updating the kernel helps mitigate known vulnerabilities that attackers might exploit. Least privilege principles should be applied, limiting who can load kernel modules. Finally, robust intrusion detection systems and endpoint detection and response solutions can help identify suspicious activity. Linux kernel module injection represents a significant threat due to its stealth and the level of control it grants attackers. Understanding this technique is crucial for anyone involved in cybersecurity or managing Linux systems. Stay vigilant, implement strong security practices, and protect your systems from these advanced threats.